I have this fabulous 1930s Art Deco style brooch with like the marcasite and some pretty gorgeous rhinestone. Yes, I got my nails done. Thank you. Um, you can see it has a glass bead center with like a flower etching on there. There is, as happens with some of these older ones, you can see some of the yellowing of the glue that is starting to show through there. But it doesn't take away from the fabulous design of the brooch. Here's the back of it. The clasp, yeah, not the clasp, the bar is bent, but it's still fully functional, and will stay on lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one up. All right, so it's a really pretty 1930s Art Deco brooch with the hand etched design on it. All right, so I'm going to put that to the side. And as always, if you're like doing some window shopping right now, you want to see what else I have, um, feel free to say, hey, can you pull that such and such up and let me see it again? I'll be absolutely more than happy to show it to you. All right, so next up, I have this really cool monogram. I don't know if we have anybody who has any initials D or C. Or maybe, I don't know, you're a DC Comics fan. There you go. You could get it for that. This is a monogrammed dangle brooch, and this is actually from Monocraft. You can see that right there. Monocraft is the precursor to Monet. So before Monet was Monet, they were Monocraft. Um, and they did a line of monogrammed brooches and buckles. And you can see that this is a little on the bigger side. And it does have some wear. There's some pivoting divots, rather, and some wear on it. And the back has some wear. But if you are a Monet fan or a Monet collector, it's a great piece to have um, in your collection just for the fact that, it's Monocraft and they're collectibles if you like Monet. So I'm going to move this over and we're going to do $5 start on that. And as always, if you have any questions about anything, there you go. Could DC be I looked it up and it was actually a monogram line. So you could, like, I found a couple of brooches and other pieces like this with different initials. So pretty cool. But yeah, so Monocraft. So I'm going to put that to the side. All right. So next up, I have this one is absolutely fabulous. I believe it is probably handmade. You can see like where the hammer, the divots were all made on there. So that's why I think it's probably handmade. But it's really gorgeous. Metal. Here's the sides. It's like a metal beading, although I think it's really just hammered and, chiseled that way from the metal. And here is the petals. And they put some really neat rhinestones for the center with the gorgeous faceted glass dangles on there. And it is on the longer side. So you can see how big it is. Yeah, this one's really pretty, right? Here's the back. And you can see the metal, like how it's hammered up. That's why I just really think there's no mark or anything on it, but I really believe it's, handmade and hammered. Here's all the beading, little discoloration on the links right there. But overall, just a really cool, fabulous, unique piece. Great for anybody's collection. Put that up. And it is a little heavy. I will tell you that, and it does have some weight to it. But just gorgeous. Really different, I think. Alrighty. Another fabulous handmade brooch to show you. Look at this beauty. Get my bright pink nails out of the way there. It's absolutely stunning. And it is mostly glass beads. These at the top feel like they're probably maybe an acrylic bead. But for the most part, these are all gorgeous glass beads. And here is the center. And here is the best part. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that so pretty? Now, you can see, and it's definitely handmade, you can see all the hand beading pieces. You can see the glue along the bottom, on the sides. This bead right here is starting to come loose, but the wire center is still there, if that makes sense. So it just need to be like recentered and re-glued, but it's secure with the wire. I hope that makes sense. But a really pretty. The blues are just gorgeous. And it is on the longer side. So it's over 4 inches. Here's the back of it. There you go. It does have a star maker's mark, and honestly, I looked it up and did some research, and I could not find anything on that maker's mark. If there's anybody that has any idea about it, please let me know. And you can see where it's been strung, but just a really stunning. There's lots of weight to this, lots of glass, just so pretty. Welcome, Poppy and El Martel. Thanks so much for hopping on. Gorgeous brooch. So if you're just hopping on, my name is Amy. I'm from South Jersey Mama Shop in South Jersey. Tonight I'm starting out with some pieces that are unique and older. And then after I show them, I'll pull some other pieces out. Gonna sell until show some pretty jewelry. As long as I'm awake and don't get too tired. All right. Next up, this really pretty, really dainty gold toned mother of pearl bracelet. You can see that they're really tiny. It's really dainty. It's not very thick or wide. And this is on the smaller side, guys. This is only 6 inches from clasp to clasp. So it's definitely a smaller bracelet. Gold tone. A little bit of wear on the gold, but not anything major, like a couple spots here and there. Pretty links. Here's the back of it. But pretty. I'm going to put this over. Again, this is for maybe a child, or if you have some small wristed, it's only 6 inches. So not a very big bracelet, but yes, it's so pretty. Like dainty is the word when I see it. Dainty. Alrighty. So next up, I have a pair of, I believe from my research that the black is is a lucite, because I came across some very similar pieces that were lucite, and it does have a feel of a lightweight lucite. With the faux seed pearls there, and the rhinestone center has a little bit of wear blemishes on the black if you really look in it or under the light. So I do want to point that out. Really pretty. They're clip. Bracelet again? Yes, I absolutely can. As soon as I get done with these, I'll run the bracelet next. Absolutely. Um, these are the backs. Now the backs definitely you can see could show some wear um, on there, and this one has a touch of verdigris, so we'll need a little cleaning. But overall, these are just a pretty older pair of earrings that I came across. I'm going to move them to the stage. We're going to do $4 start for those. These are also great if you like to upcycle pieces. These would pop out, I believe, easy enough. The lucite in this part that you could upcycle it to a brand new piece. Really pretty. All right, let me pull that bracelet back. For Samantha, let's see. All right, so let me pull this back up. Give me just a second. Okay. There we go. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, this is just a pretty little bracelet. Yes. All righty. All right. So glad it's going to go to a great home. Thank you so much. I'll put it to the side for you. All right. All right. So next up, I have this super cute. This is 925 silver marked. I'll show you in a second. Dragonfly brooch with marcasite. You can see it's not very big, right? It's about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, so it's not too big. Has like the wings are, it's kind of hard to see. It looks black on camera, but it's really like a deep red, like a garnet enamel under there. And then you have the stone. Really pretty. And here's the back. And it is marked. I don't know if it's so tiny. I don't know if it's going to show on the camera. I did put a picture. There we go. 925 and then TC, so Mexico. Really pretty silver brooch. For my friends who love their insect items, this is a great one. Put that over there and we're going to start it. Welcome, Grace and Aaron. Thank you so much for hopping on your Friday night here with us. As always, if you are hopping on, in the middle, we've already started. Scroll through the corner and let where the little store is, and I can absolutely show things for you again. And I have more that I'm going to show you than what's listed in the tray. So just to keep that in mind. All right, so next up, let me get my notes because I want to make sure I'm telling you this correctly. So when I did my research on this fabulous piece, now this piece is from World War II era, 1940s, and this is from Longcraft. It is not marked, but I'm positive from my research that it was made by Longcraft in the 1940s. And the piece itself is called Watering Day. And Longcraft did a series of brooches and other pieces during World War II with scrap copper, mostly scrap copper pieces, and then other scrap metals because of the scarcity of metals during World War II. And that's what Longcraft was famous for during this time. So she is, you can see, here's her cute little feet. She's in overall nice condition. You can see that she does probably have some enamel, chips missing, and I believe that this probably had, I am not 100% sure, but probably had rhinestones around the flower. And here is the back of her. She is lightweight. And from my research, I found that they are highly collectible pieces. They didn't run them. They made them for a couple of years just during the wartime until metals, became not so scarce again. So if anyone is, collects things that are of a higher value, this is one for you guys. Just a really neat, again, her name is Watering Day, is the name of the piece by Longcraft. It is cool, right, Jamie? Yeah, I came across it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Just a neat piece. And if you guys, because you all love jewelry, right? That's why we're here. Look them up. Look up Longcraft copper, and you will see the different pieces that they did. They did a handful of them. Really, really neat stuff. All right. So next up, I have this rosary box that I came across. Children's rosary. It came in this really little box. I'll show you. It's super tiny, and it's a child's rosary. I'm assuming because it's not very big. You can see that the box has some flower etching on it. There's some spots on there. Definitely whatever was on the front. Looks like maybe it was a cross, maybe a red cross. I'm not sure. Is worn off. And here is the box itself. It does clip together fine. And in the box was this really dainty petite rosary. It is marked Italy. You can see there. And here's the front, the crucifix part. And it has mother of pearl beads. And I'm sure it was handmade. You can buy the links. The beads are in really great condition. The links have that, brownish color that some of those metals, older metals get. This is 16 inches, this part here. And then this dangle part here is another 4 inches. But there is no clasp. So it's definitely probably a child's rosary. So I'm going to move that over there. And again, it just fits all together in this. Yeah, it is unique, right? It just goes all together in this little box. So really cute. Hello, Warrior Girl and Jamie. Thank you so much. As always, friends, if you are seeing something that you like and you're not sure, I will definitely be, move everything to the store for you. And you can always browse at your leisure. All right. So next up, I have another piece, older piece that is pretty unique, I think. You have this pretty umbrella with a little dangle purse that's coming off of there, with the mother of pearl accents on there. Let me show you how long this one is. Get my big hands out of the way. So it is longer, but it's not very, not very wide at all. So it's long but dainty. Oh, thank you. So really pretty, has a cute little bow. A little wear. If you look in the light, you can see some blemishing on there. And on the back, there seems to be a little, just at the tip there, you can see a little discoloration and a little around this handle. How well it's shown up about like right here, a little discoloration. But overall, it's a sweet little gem in nice condition. Put that up there. And you can see the bar is a little bent, but fully functional. It's just I just thought this was different when I came across it. I love the little purse accent on here. And it's very lightweight. Very lightweight. All right. So next up, I have another brooch. Lots of older brooches today to share. All right. So next up, I have this really pretty silver tone, lightweight metal, kind of different dangle brooch with some glass bead accents, silver toned. I believe this is probably another handmade gem. This is fairly long, you can tell. It's like over 4 inches. Let me show this up close. This is in very nice condition. Here's the front of the butterfly. A lot of detail in the bar. It has the little glass accent there and there. And a really pretty little chain. And has another glass accent at the bottom. And here is the back. And here is the bar. There is a little glue you can see showing, getting that yellow underneath of, the clasp and everything. But otherwise, it's in fantastic condition. I'm going to start that at 7. I'll move that over. So just a really neat older piece. All right. Welcome, everyone who is just hopping on. Thank you so much for hopping on with me this evening. My name is Amy. I'm from South Jersey Mama's Shop. Starting out by showing you some older one-of-a-kind pieces that I've come across lately. And then if I have time, and we'll see how tired I am, we'll move on to some other pieces. All right. So I have another brooch. This is a handmade brooch. This middle piece, it's kind of hard to tell because the shell is, this is actually that's a reflection. The shell's reflecting, but it's like a white painted center bead. Now, this is made of, it's crazy, but I'm having a hard time discerning if this is a glass or if it's like an acrylic that does a great job of mimicking glass. Hard to explain. And this is paint, like the shell is some kind of paint. If you can see, there are a couple places it's coming off, and you can see underneath there. So there's a couple places. It's really unique. And here's the back. So you can see it has the really long bar. Now, here's the clasp. I mean, first glance, you're like, oh, that's a C clasp, but I don't really think it is. I think the little lever, that it goes over has just broken off, because you see it's double, and generally your C clasp are just the single. But anyway, it's a unique brooch, and doesn't, like I said, the paint's coming up. Would need a new, I believe. I mean, this does stay. You have to pull it out hard, but it's a neat piece, older piece, could upcycle it. I'm going to move that up to the stage. We're going to do $4 on this homemade brooch. So I don't know if we have anybody that likes to upcycle pieces. I don't really have that much craftiness in me, or I would do it myself. All right. Okay, I'll leave that one. So next up, I have this farrier's ring. The farrier is, for those of you who don't know, and to be quite honest, I had to look it up myself when I kept coming across farrier's ring. Farrier is the blacksmiths who work on horseshoes, like who shoe horses and stuff. This is a ring made with a horseshoe nail that they, put through the horseshoe to put it on the horse's hoof. That's what this is. And you can see that it's definitely worn, right? It's kind of like scratched up and everything. There is a maker's mark on there. Each farrier, from my research, had their own maker's mark, and it was like impossible. I could not find who that was, and there were so many farriers because pre cars and not many people had cars, that it's just impossible to find. But it's a cute little a different kind of homemade ring, a little conversation piece. And it looks like, of course, this is one of the ones I did not get set up. Sorry. I took the pictures, but I didn't get it over there. Hold on one second, guys. Let me just pop this over. Oops. I believe this was a size 6. Oops. Give me 1 second. Technical difficulties. All right. So add to stream. Okay, let me just double check. I think it was a size 6. Oop, I was wrong. 6.5. 6.5. So I'm going to put that. That's just going to be $3. It's just a fun little homemade ring that you can put on, and conversation piece. That's for that. For personal. All right, let's see what we got next here. Make sure. All right, we'll stick with the rings. I have another one. So I know Whitney was trying to look at this. So this is size 9.25. Actually falls right between a 9.25 and a 9.5 on the ring sizer. Super pretty. It is a faux opal. It's definitely not a real, with a rhinestone and a gold tone. You can see super pretty. And it's in really nice, just a really nice, pretty, cocktail tight costume ring. So I'm going to put that one up for bid. Really nice condition. Really, really pretty. Not very, not real big. All right, guys, don't forget, if you see something that I've already shown and that you didn't get a chance to see it, let me know and I will re-show it. All right. So next up, I have a really cool older piece from the American Legion's Auxiliary. And you can see kind of like a bouquet, I guess. I did some research on this, and these were given out. These were when they would do their yearly conferences, the higher officers would wear these. So they didn't make very many of them each year. All the rhinestones are intact, although you can see that there is some of the yellow glue that happens when they are older. But overall, it's a really neat collectible piece. I don't know if anybody knows anybody that is in the American Legion or served in the American Legion. But it would be great to gift to them. Put that up. Or if you're just a collector of unique brooches, it's definitely unique. Each year they only did a handful of them, and they would make new ones for the following year. So really, really different. All right, put that to the side. Okay. Next up, I have this white carved celluloid rather, brooch. I'm calling this TLC because you see all the cracks and crevices on the carving, right? This needs I wiped it down, but it needs a really good TLC soak cleaning. Besides that, it is in really nice condition. There's no chunks missing. The rhinestones are great. But it needs someone that can just, pay attention and give it some loving on the cleaning side. But pretty. And it's that lightweight celluloid. You can see the rhinestones are really sparkly. Alrighty. Alright, so next couple of pieces are on the higher side because of what they are, but I still try to price them fairly. So this is a fantastic beetle scarab bracelet, and it is marked. Where is it at? On the tag now. I had to get like a super magnifier to read this, so I don't know how well it's going to show up. I did take a picture. It's in the I got a fairly decent picture of the mark in the description. You can look it up. But that little stamp there tells me that it is 1/20th 12 karat gold filled. Yeah, that's what it says. But if you have like super eyes, great for you. I had to I had to get a magnifier. So the stones, you can see the stones are in really nice condition. Look how pretty they are. Look at the blue. So pretty, right? That one's twisted, but it is not. Overall, you can see like right here, the links, and I think it's from, sliding. There's a little discoloration right there on some of the links. But overall, it's in really nice condition for what it is. And here is the back. You can see. And I believe it's in the listing, but let me just double check the length. I want to say 7. Let's see here. Oops. If I put it on the right side, guys. Yes, it's 7 with like a 2-inch safety clasp. Yeah, it's a really cool piece, right, Jamie? All right, so I'm going to start that. So really pretty. The stones are just fantastic. They're really in great, nice condition. All right. Okay, so the next piece that I'm going to show you, oh, awesome. Yeah, they're so cool, the scarabs, right? Welcome. Make sure I'm saying hello to everybody. I'm missing some of you. Angela, And Bumble and Light and Yellow Brick. Thank you so much for hopping on. My name is Amy and I'm from South Jersey Mama Shop. Tonight I'm started out by featuring some older one-of-a-kind pieces. So if you're just hopping on and you want to see them again, don't hesitate to ask. So the next one that I'm going to show you, I am super excited about. Um, it does have a higher start bid because of what it is, but I had to show it. See, gem. Check this gorgeous piece out. So it's really small, right? It's about an inch by 3/4 of an inch. And this is an actual positive for my research, a Victorian piece brooch. And this is called a lover's knot. And it was kind of like they would give it to each other when they were courting, kind of like their version of promise ring, I guess. And these were made with gold plate, almost always made with 14 karat gold plate and either genuine opal or a genuine diamond. Now I did blacklight this, and you can see even without the blacklight, it definitely has the gorgeous fire. So I'm pretty positive that it is the opal. And I did come across one like this, so I'm positive that's what it is. I cleaned it up gently, but I'm always hesitant for the real pieces to, let the buyer really clean it the way it needs to be cleaned, because I don't want to do anything to the stone or the gold. Definitely looks like an opal. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Especially from my research, they always made these lovers knots with either the tiny opal or the tiny diamond. So I'm going to go ahead and just run that. But just a great piece. Overall, it's a nice condition. A little divoting in the metal there, but overall it does have the C clasp. So really just a really neat piece. So the lover's knot, Victorian lover's knot. Again, those pieces, these will all be in the store. If you're doing some window shopping now, these will all be in the store later. Let me see here. All right, I think. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I have some more older pieces for you that I just didn't get put in the store, but I'm going to just show them and add them as we go. Hope that makes sense. Okay. So up first, I have what I am pretty positive for my research is probably unsigned early Coro. Excuse me. With the Moon Glow Lucite beads. These beads are in excellent condition. Look how gorgeous those beads are. Now, the brooch is definitely, worse for the wear, right? It has some missing rhinestones, and the metal that they used, you can see it's the older metal, has seen better days. But overall, for what it is, especially with the Moon Glow lucite beads, it's a great collector's piece for people who, like the early Coro pieces. Coro, excuse me. There's the brooch. You got the longer brooch with the end sticking out. And there's the back. So this is fantastic if you like early Coro, or you want to take the beads and upcycle them or give new life to this pretty gem. I'm going to put that up. I do have pictures already taken. I just did not get it up there. I'm just going to call this unsigned. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm nearly certain that it is definitely unsigned Coro. And we're going to call it Moon Glow Blue. brooch. I'm going to start that at 7. And there we go. So that's that one. With the Moonglow Lucite beads. This is great just to, again, if you like to harvest and upcycle pieces, it's a great one. But they're also highly collectible, even with all the missing rhinestones, those particular ones. On the same gem, I have this one that I do not think that this is an unsigned Cora one, but it's definitely the pink Moonglow lucite beads. I could be wrong that it's unsigned Cora. I didn't find any Cora ones that were like this one here. Not that sure. So we're not going to say, percent. But definitely the Moonglow lucite beads in excellent condition. The beads themselves. Again, this is an older metal brooch, so it definitely has wear to it and some missing rhinestones. Actually, this isn't a brooch, right? This is the dress clip, dress pin, I guess is what they call them. You can see the glue, the yellowing of the glue. Yeah, dress pin, excuse me. But just a different older piece that would, either be good for harvesting for upcycle or just to have if you're a collector of older gems. Let's see here. And we're going to call this one Pink Moonglow, because they are both the only Moonglow I have. And since the metal's a little worse for the wear on this one, we're going to drop this one to 5. All right. Fur clip. Thank you. Yeah. The clip does, the clip's functional for sure. All righty. Okay. All right. So next up, I have this guy. He's super cute. Do we have any turtle friends? So he is, you can see he has an articulated tail that's moving, made out of rhinestone. He's like a gold, I think he was a gold tone, but it's kind of turned a little silver, if you can see that. And he has green glass eyes. And here's his back. And there's the clasp on there. So he's super cute. I do believe he's older, because of the clasp. Okay, these two ones. All right, 6 and 5, 11. Yeah, I can do that for you. Let me put the turtle. Let me run the turtle first, and then I'll go back to those. Okay. So we're going to call it turtle. All right. Oh, you're totally welcome. I just think this little guy is so cute. The little C clasp. All right, so let me run those for you. And I'm going to stick them in a new listing. So give me just a second. I'm just going to call it Moon Glow Bundle. Oops. There you go. All right. Yeah, they're really pretty. I knew someone would appreciate them. Hey, Nancy, welcome. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to put that to the side for you. So glad that someone is going to enjoy them. All right. So next up, I have this is a really lightweight silver metal. Probably an aluminum, I would think. You can see how long he is. He has an English Terrier, and this is really unique. It's that reverse painting on the glass, like an intaglio, if I'm saying it correctly. But he's really cute. You can see that there is some like yellowing, and I just think that is actually the glue that you can see through the clear glass, if that makes sense. But otherwise, I just thought this was a really fun, unique piece with the hand painted, English Terrier on there. Here's the back. You can see it's really long, right? But very nice condition. So I'm going to put him up. Oops. And we're going to do $5 start on him. Whoops. Push the wrong button. There we go. I'm just going to call him English Terrier. Any English Terrier I'm showing you tonight. So we know. So if you are just joining and you would like to see any of the other things that we've already shown tonight, please don't hesitate to ask. And I will definitely put them up. Personally wear them. Yes, absolutely. I am so glad to hear that. Awesome. All right. Yeah, I don't have a crafty bone in my body. So when I see these pieces, I love that, people get them that can use their talents and make them pretty again. All right. So I have another brooch, and I want to get my notes on this one too, because I did some research on it. So this is another hand soldered brooch, and I'm positive from my research that this, and it gets held like this, is an unsigned brooch by an Italian, designer called Pulcini Lido. And it is circa probably the late 1950s, or 1940s. He made these brooches, this particular one, handmade brooches like this and similar ones from 1948 to 1950. You can see, I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to be, some kind of abstract design, but it is kind of cool. Not kind of, it is. You can see it is bigger. It's like almost 3 inches by like 2 1/4. And it is definitely has some weight to it. Heavy. And he did everything handmade, hand hammered, chiseled, all of that. Here's the back. And here is the clasp and everything. Now, he would take his maker mark and he had like a little tiny oval that he would write Lido in, and he would solder the oval onto his pieces. And I think from my research, because I found this piece, that they would go right here, that it probably had the oval and fell off because of the way it was done. So that's why I said unsigned, but I am pretty positive that this is Pulcini Lido. Still have the, no, Nancy, I'm sorry. You just missed it. Yeah. We doubled them up and I did them as another one. All right, so I'm going to put the Lido brooch up here. And his things are kind of rare if you come across them. Like I said, I had to do research on them because, you know, I knew when I saw it, I knew it was like unique, and it had to have some background story to it. So let me just make sure I'm spelling his name right. Pulcini Lido. Oops. Good gracious. You know you're a bad speller when your spell check won't even like autocorrect you. Spelled brooch really horribly there. All right. So this is going to have a little higher start on it because of what it is. But it's a really cool piece. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah. You can see. All right. Again, you guys can be able to find all of these pieces on my store district tomorrow. All right. So now I have another older piece. I'm still showing you some older pieces. This is a pendant that I came across, and you can see it's not very big at all. Show it up close here. Definitely, has wear and some verdigris going on. This middle bead is a plastic of some sort, but it has like the seed beads. Would need to be cleaned up. And there's the back of it. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to put that to the store, and I'm just going to do a $3 star on it. I think it's really pretty and unique, but she definitely needs lots of love. I don't even know what to call her. Let's see. Orange bead. Center. Gold tone. Birch. Nope, not a birch. Pendant. Cow. All right. I love when we're sharing the love. I love Vintage Jewelry Addicts community. It's so great. All right. This side. All right. Let's take a break from the birches for a minute. So a couple of unique necklaces to show you guys. All right. So first up, I have this gem here. So it's all joined together. It's like two different strands. And why it's on here on the Vatican, I'm going to show you the chains on there. You can kind of see that it has a little texture to the chains, the way they're done. And then there's this one. It's like this. And this is the best part. Now, it looks like they're twisted because they easily twist. You can see like right there, they easily twist, but they do, you just have to like, it smooths itself out. It's not a permanent kink. I hope that makes sense. So check out the pendant on this with like mother of pearl going on and glass and rhinestones. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got like a deep blue rhinestone and some chain bottom. Just really unique. Really on the bigger side, like longer. And I'm going to take it off the mannequin so I can show you some more. So here is the clasp. You can see the double chain. And here is the back. I think they're probably like just like that Puccini piece. I think there might have been like the way this looks here makes me think that there was like another piece, maybe the maker's mark was on there and fell off, or it wore off. It's just like an odd shape, right there makes me think that some kind of mark was there at some point in time. And let's see how long this one is. I did not get a chance to measure. So let's see. It is 20 inches and has 2-inch extender. Plus, that pendant is like 3.5 inches. So 20-inch chain with 2-inch extender and a 3.5-inch pendant. So we're going to put that one up. And I'm going to do $7 on this. Let's see here. There it is. Oh, I'm not even sure what to call this one. Blue glass center. Oops. Rhinestone and chain dangle. All right. So I'll move that over. Here we go. Froze for a second. Okay. It's really, really pretty. Thank you, Nancy. All right. So much going on. It's so pretty. The blue is gorgeous. All right. Congratulations. So I will put that with your owl. All right. Stick that over there. Going to a good home. You're so welcome. All right. So let me switch this out here. So next I have this really neat shell necklace. And I think it's from probably the 70s. And it's more of a choker, I guess you would say. But look at that. You love your owl. Awesome. So glad. So look at that, really pretty. This gem is in like excellent condition. The shells are fantastic, right? Love them. You can see there's like tiny shells in between. And these are just gorgeous. Like they're in excellent condition. There's no chipping. You know, they're just really pretty. This one does take a minute to fix on you when you know, put it down because the shells like to roll. Which you could probably wear it both ways, right? You could wear it lots of different ways. I like it, you know, flat. I love the way these sound. They have that nice sound. Here's the clasp on there. Let me double check. I want to say it's 16 inches. Sure, I'm telling you right. Yes. 16 inches for that beautiful shell necklace. So I'm going to add that. Oops. And we're going to do 10 on that. I'm just going to call it shell necklace. Straight and simple to the point. All right. Oop. There it is. I was like, oh, whoops. It says shell necklace. All right. It is very pretty, right? I just love it. The colors, the sound. I love the sound of jewelry. I know you all can relate. So pretty. All right. So again, if you see something that I've already shown that you want to see again, make sure you ask. All right. So next up, I have a children's necklace, or if you are an adult with a very tiny neck. It is not me. I cannot wear this. I wish I could. It's really pretty. But here we go. Children's necklace. Now, here you can see all the pretty, like the Aurora. See that? It has a little pink stone in there. Really nice condition. Let me pull it off and show you. So here's the clasp, and it's just that silver tone chain that they used. It's in really nice condition. There's no discoloration that I can really tell or anything. No kinks. And just really pretty. Like the color is gorgeous, right? Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? And it is definitely on, like I said, on the small side. So it is 13 inches. So, you know, you could wear it as a tight choker, but I would say definitely more for a little girl. But very pretty overall. So I'm going to grab the picture I took of that and put up there. Here we go. Child necklace. Pink. And Aurora. Oops. I'm going to do $5 start on this one. It's in excellent condition. Like I said, no discolorations or anything like that. Just a really pretty, dainty necklace. Really pretty for a little gift for a little girl. Could be a nice heirloom piece to pass on. Really pretty. All right, let's see. Put that back over there. You guys, I talk to myself a lot. Do you? Do you talk to yourself a lot? Do all the time. All the time. Okay. Another pretty necklace. Now, I love the chain on this next one, and then I'm going to show you. So here's what it looks like around a neck. And here is the pendant. How pretty is that? So it has like the dark emerald green glass with your rhinestones. And the chain, I hope I can get it on the camera. It's just this really well made, it's kind of like a silvery twist. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really, really well made. And this chain is kind of, doesn't have much give, if that makes sense. You can see it it doesn't really give. It's like a strong, stiff kind of chain, if that makes sense. Show you the clasp. So here is the clasp, and it's attached like this, those kind of links, and it does have an extender. Here is the chain up close. I just can't really quite describe how pretty the chain is. It's a really pretty chain, like detail in the chain. And there is the pendant that's on there. That's how big it is. Let me show you the back. And there's the back of it. The rhinestones look good. No discoloration of the rhinestones or anything like that. And it is, let's see, clasp to clasp, it's 15 inches, and the pendant itself hangs down about 1.5 inches. And then it is a 3.5-inch extender. So I'm going to put this up. Grab the picture I took of it. Whoops. It's freezing up. There we go. All right, I'm going to call it emerald green and rhinestone necklace. We're also going to do $7 start on this one. Just gorgeous and really, really nice condition. All right. I wish I could really, you could really see how pretty the chain is. Just a really nice silver chain. This would be pretty for a wedding. It would be a great piece for like a bridesmaid. Whoops, put that to the side. A couple more necklaces, single necklaces to show you that are probably a little older. Let's see. So this is just a very simple, like silver tone chain with the stud on there. A diamond cut, Jamie. Oh, yes. On the chain for this one, right? Yes. Thank you. It's so pretty. All right. So here's this one. This is just a single, very small. but it's in very nice condition. Here's the back. Here's the back setting. And it just has that, the silver tone metal chain. No discoloration that I can see. But a pretty, just classic, simple piece. And 16 inches, that's what I thought. And here is the back of the clasp. And there's the other half. So I'm going to pop this one up, and I'm just going to do $3 on this one. Let me grab the picture I took. And let's see, we're going to say rhinestone. Oops. All right, move it over for you guys. All right. Just a pretty one. This would be pretty for a little girl too. Especially because it's not very big. It's kind of dainty. All right. Put that to the side. And one more silver chain necklace to show you. Put it on the, put it on backwards, and does not help. Let's try that again. There we go. So this is what this one looks like. Silver tone. And show you the setting here. Here is the pendant. So it's like a glass. And the setting's a little unique. And here's the back. And again, it's just that silver tone metal chain that was in a lot of the necklaces, right? And this is super tiny. See how tiny that is? Really tiny. So this one, I'm just going to do the $3 star as well. So if you are just coming on, welcome. Thank you for hopping on. My name is Amy, and I am from South Jersey Mama's Shop in South Jersey. If you are just hopping on and you see something that you would like to see again, just ask and I will definitely show it for you. My internet is a little slow tonight. Okay. Oops. Didn't want to put that on for a minute. Let's put that back down. There we go. All right. So that is that. Kind of unique the way it's on there. All right. Put that to the side. All right. So I have some more older pieces, just a few that I did not get a chance to take pictures or anything of. So we're going to put them up. So next is a brooch. You can see it's triple flower, has the pretty enamel paint with the glass center. looking like a faux amber. Here is the back. Whoops, came out of there. So there's the back. It does have this is a little loose. I'm sure when it's like on clothing, it'll have the stiffness to be secure. Show you how big it is. About 2 inches long. So there is a little, you can see, missing paint in the middle flower. But overall, it's in nice condition. Like I said, I believe it's probably a little older than most of the other brooches I've been showing you. Put that up. And we're going to call it triple enamel flower brooch. And I'm going to do $4 on her. All right. So there's that one. Just a pretty little older brooch. All righty. All right. Okay, so next up, I have this rose carved celluloid. It's got some kind of finish on there, you can tell. Overall, it's in, nice condition. There is a little, looks like a little spot of like the finish is missing. See that right there? But overall, it's in nice condition. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for hopping on. So this one, I did not get a chance to take the picture, so we're going to do that right now. And I'm just going to call it rose celluloid. I'm going to do $5 start on this one. Really pretty one. All right. Lightweight. Oops. Thank you, Miss Nancy. This is so pretty. All right. Fantastic. Congratulations. Put that with your other. Now, let me better plug this in, guys. Hold on a second. Start beeping at me pretty soon. There we go. You're so welcome. All right. So I have another one. It's like orchid, I guess it is. Carved celluloid. Lots of detail, just like the rose. Very nice condition. Here's the back. You can see the glue, but of course you will. So we're going to put that one up there as well. And this one is also going to be $5. Start. And we'll just call it orchid. And there we go. So another pretty one. A little different, this one. Alrighty. Okay, so the next piece is a little different, and it is a definite TLC piece for people who like to upcycle or do crafts. Um, it is a wooden charm bracelet. They have been carved, and there at one point you could tell. So we have um, an elephant here, and the dove looks like it's holding the leaf. So it's this is just dawned on me. It's probably the dove, like from the Noah's Ark, I imagine. Um, and then we have an anchor and a pig and ladybug and the dog. All carved from wood. You can see by what I'm showing you that the paint is definitely off on a lot of them. Like he looks like he was probably red at some point, and the finish is off. And the clasp is just a mess. So this is definitely a piece for friends who like to upcycle. You know, friends who know how to remove paint and redo the pieces, where you could have the nice wood start again. Um, you know, but I just thought it would be. It's just a neat piece. It's a shame that so much of the paint and everything is off because it's definitely older, but it's a fun upcycle piece, and I'm just gonna put it up here for $3 because I hope that there is someone that likes to do that kind of thing that can appreciate it. So I'm gonna call it TLC Wooden Charm Bracelet. Oops, can't spell. All right, there we go. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of work in the carving of the charms. So it's a nice, for someone who likes to do that, nice piece to start with. Right. Again, everything will be in my store on District. Right. Next up, I have this awesome piece here. I'm not sure. I think this is probably like a brass copper kind of mix. You can see, and it's definitely older. It has a C clasp. I'll show you in a second. Here's how big it is. So it's very pretty, and it's layered. Definitely, I would say it's probably hand done. Welcome, Lulu Bell. Here's the back. And there you can see there's the C clasp. You can see the solder marks on there. Like I said, probably some kind of metal, like copper brass mix, but definitely an older one. So I'm going to put that up. Let me grab the picture I took. I know I took a picture of that one. There it is. This one's going to have a $5 start. Alrighty. Hi, Faye. Welcome. Lulu Bell, if you see anything that in particular that you want me to rerun, please don't hesitate to ask because I will show it to you again. All right. Hi, Faye. I see you're joining us from Facebook. Welcome. Now, Faye, I will tell you, if you scroll up through the comments on here, if you happen to see something that you like, you're going to want to make sure that you're signed into District, because the way that it's run, you can't purchase anything through Facebook. I hope that makes sense. But if you scroll up, you should see the link that you can click on, and then you'll be able to view this live through District. And if you see anything, you'll be able to purchase it. I hope that makes sense. All right. So a couple more older pieces, guys. So tonight you are very welcome. So if you are just hopping on, tonight a lot of my focus has been on some pieces that I think are unique, and most of them are definitely older pieces. And when I run out of them, I will switch to some other vintage pieces that aren't as old. And I'll keep showing as long as you guys are interested and I am awake. Hope that makes sense. All right. So up next, I have what I call a TLC. Can you see the orchid broke? Yes. Oh, and actually the excuse me, Lulu. Pardon me. The Moon Glow, I actually sold the Moon Glow and the blue. The single one is like listed in there, but someone asked for them together and I put them together and they bought. So I apologize for that. I should have removed that. All right. Okay. So sorry. All right. So next up, I have a TLC piece. And if you've been with me before or you've been on here all night, TLC pieces are, they need tender loving care. They're super pretty, but they need help bringing back to life. And this is definitely what this is. This is a hat pin, and it does not have the bottom. Does not have the bottom to it. So keep that in mind. Really pretty, but definitely missing some of the gold glass. It has like the flower center. Definitely an older piece. Here's your back. You can see. So this is a TLC piece for any of my friends that like are more crafty than me and can fix them up. Or if you just like to look at pretty things, right? Even if they're missing things, they're still pretty. So there she is. I knew I took the picture. So I'm going to call this TLC gold rhinestone flower umbrella. All right. And we're just going to do $3 on this lovely TLC piece. Alrighty. The turtle. Yes. I can show that next. Hi, Holly. All right. Yeah. Let me see, Faye. Hold on one second. All right. Turtle. Yes. Where did you go, turtle? Okay. So, Lulu Bell, this is the turtle. You can see he was gold tone, but the center of him, like some of that gold jewelry does, is starting to have kind of like that um, silvery look to him. But he has an articulated rhinestone tail. It makes him look elderly, yes. And there's the back of him. He is so cute. And there is his little C clasp. But that is him. So if you want me to run that, I can run it. If you're just looking at him, that's not a problem either. All right, I'll pop him back up for you then. Let me just put him back, restart him. Give me just a second. Gotta find him. There he is. Okay. Restart. There we go. All right. He is precious. Thank you so much. I just thought he was this is just unique, right? All right. Fantastic. Congratulations. So glad he's going to have a nice new home. All right. And what did you say? The moon glow. Where did I stick that one? Okay. Hold on one second. This one? Is this what you were talking about? Okay. All right. So this is a pendant. And I'll show you how big. It's not very big. And this is definitely a TLC, one of the ones that are like a TLC, because you can see it definitely needs some love and some cleaning up. Um, that's the back. And there's the hoop, the bevel there. Okay. I do not think so. Let me just double check. Did not check that. Oh, it does a little bit. There you go. Is it really catching on there? Is pretty. All right. So did you want me to run that? Can run it if you want. All right, no problem. And you asked for one more thing, right? Let me see. Oh, the orchid. Okay. All right. This is the orchid. The celluloid. This is in very nice condition. Can see all the detail on there. Yes. So pretty. I'll show you. This is how big. All right. Faye, if you scroll up, Jamie did post the link for you. Yes. Let me make sure. Let me make sure she can see it. All right. It is a brooch. Yep. I'm sorry. I guess it would help if I showed you the back. Yes. You said you can see the glue under there, but otherwise, it's really neat. All right. I'll go ahead and run that. Super pretty. Welcome, Kat. Thank you for hopping on. There we go. All right. I will put that with your other. You're so welcome. Thank you. So, everybody, welcome if you're just joining in. My name is Amy, and I'm with South Jersey Mama's Shop. I am in New Jersey. I'm in southern New Jersey. Obviously, from my name, I'm about 35 minutes east of Philadelphia, is where I am. Tonight, have been showcasing older pieces. So if you look in the side, you'll see some older and some unique pieces. If you see anything that you would like me to run again, I can. I have a few more to show that are older, and then I'll just show some other things I have pulled to the side for you. So up next, let's see here, where'd it go? Here we go. Couldn't find it. So up next is this. It's a barrette, and it is a carved celluloid. You can see the flowers and the rhinestones. I'm trying to get it as close as I can. You can. This would definitely be an upcycle piece. You can see the barrette is not wearable any longer at all. But you could definitely take it apart and remount it on something else. So this would be a TLC piece. And you can see how long it is. And it is dainty. It's definitely not wide. But it would be easy enough if you are crafty to pop it off of there. And put it on something else. So I'm going to add this on there. And I'm just going to put, whoops, can't spell, barrette. Whoops. I'm just going to do $2 on this one. So if you're just hopping on, I do offer progressive shipping. It's $4 for the first item and just 15 cents for each additional item. And that progressive shipping continues until I print your label. So, if you see some pieces on here and you get in, you win an auction or two and you want to look in the store, and see something in there, it will still give you that discounted progressive shipping. So, just a carved celluloid barrette. Like I said, definitely an upcycle because the barrette is definitely not wearable any longer. But the top part is very pretty. All right. So I have another stick pin. This is older. You can see the yellow of the glue behind the rhinestone. I believe this is probably handmade, and it is missing a rhinestone. There's the bottom. Definitely just like an upcycle piece, or if you collect hats and hat accessories, this would be fun just to stick in there. So we're just going to call this TLC rhinestone hat pin. Definitely an older gem. Oops. All right, it's freezing up for a second. There we are. All right. And there's some people like to take stuff apart, upcycle, or just stick it in an old hat box. All right, guys. So next up, I have a necklace. If any of you are familiar with Miss Carol Lee, but she is a highly collectible. Oh, so here is this gorgeous necklace. That's what it looks like if it was on. And I'm going to pull it down and show it to you up close. This is a great Carol Lee piece. All faceted glass and really just unique shapes and color. I keep going back and forth on the color because it's one of those ones where it depends on the lighting and on what you're wearing as to what it can be. I first thought it was a very, very light pink. And then I had a yellow shirt on and it appeared more yellow against it. So it's depends on what you wear it with. So it has the faceted glass with a faux pearl, which the pearl is plastic. You can see I'm just showing you the links, little slight discoloration on a couple, you can see right there of the links, but overall it has pretty rhinestone. It's just a great, great Carol Lee piece. Very pretty. The shapes are all different on the glass. Here is the clasp. And there is the heart with her marking. And I want to say 16 inches, but it's been a while since I've measured her. Let's just make sure. Yes, she's about 16 inches, and she has 2-inch extender on her. Very pretty Carol Lee. If you guys are familiar with her, her pieces are highly collectible. Let me grab the picture I took of it. So you can see it like almost looks brown because it's against the beige. It just changes colors depending on, the lighting and everything. Right there she is. I call her Carol Lee. She's in overall very nice condition. And I'm going to do $10 start on her. All right. Oops. So really pretty. Cut faceted glass, Carol Lee. All different ones. All right. All right. Is there anything that anybody wants to see that I've already shown before I shift gears a little bit to still vintage jewelry, but some not as old? Does that make sense? All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some other things. And if you come, you're looking and you want to see something that's already been listed, just let me know. All right. Let me grab things to the side here. Did show some of these earlier on Wednesday, but I don't know how many people got a chance to see them. Just a second. I'm grabbing them from the side here. I'll start with a few brooches. All right. So first up, this is a gorgeous Liz Claiborne in excellent condition. You can see, and this is probably circa late 90s, early Y2K. Gorgeous colors. It automatically makes me think of a peacock because it has those peacock colors. Super pretty. So let me put that up. We're going to do $5 start on this gorgeous Liz. And we're just going to call it peacock color brooch. So pretty. There we go. Forgot to change the run time on that, guys. So you have a minute to look at this gorgeous brooch. It's all glass. Thank you, Sweet Magnolia. Oh, I love that name. That's great. Usually I run them for 15 seconds, and I just forgot to change it. A really pretty one. Right, Jamie? It is so pretty. Said it just totally reminds me of like peacock colors. So, all right. All right, awesome. Congratulations. Put that to the side. All right. Some more brooches. So the next one is, make sure I'm telling you right. I think it is mint. I always get them backwards. Where is my... Looking for my magnifying glass, guys. It's that time of night when my eyes want to turn off. Okay. M Gent. I always want to say J Mint, but no, M Gent. So this is a fantastic and excellent condition. Black metal toned with black faceted glass beads. Paisley brooch. And you can see it is on the larger side and has some texture and kind of like a 3D oomph to it. Here's the back, and there is that signature. Just absolutely gorgeous. If you like your paisleys. So let me... Paisley brooch. I'm going to do $6 on this. Again, this has some weight to it. It's a little heavy. Make sure I change that to 15 seconds. There we go. All right. So that is this one. Just fantastic. Faceted glass and a heavy black tone metal. Really pretty. This would be great like on red, right? Like a red wool coat in the winter. That would be awesome. Okay. Next up, I have this pretty brooch. It's like a gold wire tone twisted with the faux pearl, good gracious, faux pearl bead in the middle. You can see how big it is. Now, this is not marked, but it's very similar to Sarah Coventry had and I did not find a brooch on it. So I'm just saying this for information's sake. Sarah Coventry had something super similar called Bud and Bloom, and the wires would move to make like a flower or a bud. And I mean, it looked really similar to this, but they were marked. So this may be Sarah Coventry, but I don't know. But very pretty either way. I'm going to put this up there. Take a picture. I'm just going to call it Gold Wire Flower Brooch. And we're going to do $5 on this one. It's like freezing up on me here, guys. All right, there we go. All right. The black one again, sure thing. Absolutely. So that's this one. And this one's in excellent condition. All right. Okay, this one here. Holly, this one, I'm assuming. Let's see. All righty. Just a second, and I will do that for you. There we go. Misspelled, that should say mint. J mint paisley brooch. So it's really pretty. It's a heavy gold tone black metal with black faceted glass. Should have described it before I ran it for you. Here's the back. And there's that. And you can see the signature right there. It's in really nice condition. And it's on the bigger side. That's all right. You just let me know, when you're ready. Because I definitely understand technical difficulties. Like I keep freezing. Run again. All right. I can run it again. Holly, are you good too? Oops. All right. So she's having technical problems. Okay. We'll run it again and I'll make the, let's see. See if I can get it to be a little longer to try to get the technical difficulties out. Let's see. Sure, I absolutely can. What I'll do is I'll show something else. And Holly, you let me know when you're back in, and then we'll run it again. Okay? All right. We'll do that. Okay, so next up, I have this here. This is really pretty. This is not signed. These bigger stones are a false stone. They're plastic. They're not a stone at all. They're in nice condition. Very, minor wear. You can't really, you can see right up there. All right. But these are glassed. The smaller ones are glass. Here's the back of this one. Bar's a little bent, but overall it's nice. So I'm going to run this, and I'm just going to call it Shades of Amber Brooch. Amber color, make sure. And this is going to be $5 start. All right, so that's this one. Thank you, Holly. Yes, I'll run the paisley one again too. All right. Congratulations. Put that to the side for you. All right. All right, so we will rerun this one for you guys. Give me just a second to put it back up there. Oh, now I'm freezing up. See, technical difficulties. Let's see. We'll go in here. There we go. Change that. All right. You're so welcome. This is really pretty. All righty. Has a little weight to it. All right. Congratulations. I'll put that to the side. Grab some more. All right. Another amber colored brooch. So this pretty girl is also in excellent condition. Gold tone with different shades of amber glass beads. You can see lots of sparkle, lots of shine. And there is how big that one is. And there's the back. Like I said, she's in absolutely excellent condition. Let's see here. I'll put amber color glass bead brooch. And she's also going to have $5 on her. There we go. Some lots of shine, sparkles. Love the little flowers. Really pretty. All right, Holly. Thank you. All right, congratulations. Lots of pretty brooches. Excuse me. Grab some more. I can just keep showing pardon me, brooches for the next few minutes if you want. All right, so next is a silver tone. You can see, pardon me, around the edges with the mother of pearl center. And here is how big this one is. And I'll show you the side, how it's set. Now, you can see, if you look closely, the glue down the side. Just wanted to show you that, make that aware. If you're looking at it on, you really can't see, but it's definitely has the glue on the side. And here's the back. So that's that one. Add that, and we're going to do $4 start on this one. Take a picture of it. I'm going to call it Mother of Pearl Silver Tone Brooch. There we go. So aside from the glue on the setting, it's in nice condition. It's pretty and classic. Alrighty. All right, so next up I have a few handmade brooches. So first I have this one here. It is roses, obviously, right? And you can see the setting is like a gold, little discoloration right there. And it is like, what's the word I want to use? Like a bisque or a porcelain type. And you can see it does have a finish on it. Here is the bottom there. And here's the back. Also has a hoop on there, or loop, excuse me, for a pendant. And it is a little bigger, believe it or not. So it's this big. And it has a little weight to it. It is a little on the heavy side. So I do have that one. Oops. Again, if you see anything that I've already shown that you want to see again, please let me know and I will run it for you. We're going to do $5 start, excuse me, on this one as well. And there we go. Oh, thank you so much. This is just really pretty. Thank you, ladies. All right. Congratulations. Put that to the side for you. All right. So the next two are wooden based, and they are hand painted. They do have signatures, but I'm having a little trouble making the signatures out. So maybe you tell more than me. So this is really pretty. Kind of reminds me of like Ukrainian. Jamie had saw this. She said maybe Russian. I'll show you how big it is. So it's about that big and that wide. And it's just really pretty. You can see all the detail, the gold paint metallic paint around the edge. Here's the back. And there's the signature. I mean, it has an S, I don't know, Pochis? I'm not sure, but there's the signature. Just a really pretty, nicely done hand-painted brooch. Put that up there next. Let's see. Black brooch. I'm doing $6 start on this. Whoops. Push the wrong button. Let's try that again, girls. All right. Here we are. Just a really sweet brooch. Pardon me. Okie doke. Put that to the side. Excuse me 1 second. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water here. All right. Here's another one. Wood, painted wood. You can see there's some inlay in the butterfly. Pretty. The roses and the gold paint. Here's the back of this one. And this one, I can't really read the signature, but I believe the year says 98. You guys can correct me if you think you can see differently. But very pretty. About the same size as the other. Put that one up. Excuse me. These are roses. Roses and butterfly. We'll do $6 on this one as well. Okay, so that's for this one. Very nice condition. All right, guys. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, so I'm going to stay on. I've been on since 9 Eastern time. So my voice is starting to give a little bit. So I apologize for clearing right through. I'm going to stay on probably for maybe 5 or 10 more minutes. Yes, drink water. That's what I just did. Thank you. Show you a few more brooches and a couple necklaces. And if there's anything that anyone wants me to show, again, that's in the tray, I will do that. But then I'm going to call it a night after that. All right. So next I have Sarah Coventry, Silver Strawberry. This is in very nice condition overall. Show you how big this one is. Now, I'm not quite sure what's going on right here. There's like, I tried to clean it off. I did it gently, maybe with a little more TLC, it'll come off. But like a little tiny pinky red mark right there. And also on this side, like it reminds me of like lipstick, but like I said, I tried to clean it, but it wasn't coming off. Um, but otherwise, it's in nice condition. And there's the Sarah Coventry mark. But I'm gonna put that, excuse me, up over there, and we're just gonna call it Sarah Coventry Strawberry. It's got that mark on there, so we're to $4. Like I said, it very may well come out with a little more TLC, but did want to point that out. But it's a great strawberry piece, and it's like the sides. I don't know. All right, thank you, Holly. Lots of texture to this one. All righty, congratulations again. I'll put that with your others. All right, so another handmade gem. This is mixed metals and plastic. Very lightweight, kind of abstract, probably 80s, early 90s maybe. It's a good 3.5 inches. Show it to you up close. Pretty, good condition overall. Little discoloration on the metal, but it may just be the metal. Sparkles. But it's just a neat little piece. This one in the middle, this here's plastic. But this is metal. That's metal. That's metal. And the beads are plastic. Here's the back. And there's the clasp. So I'm going to run that up there. Handmade. And we're just going to call it Handmade Triangle Brooch. Short and simple, to the point. Just a fun piece. We're going to do $3 on that one. A little, almost sounds like a wind chime. Fun little abstract one. Duke. And then I have this really pretty, like an acrylic, plastic brooch, handmade again. You can see the different colors. Overall, it's in very nice condition. Has a little bit, if you look up really close, that top layer, because I believe it's painted like an enamel paint, like a glossy enamel paint, and then it has the acrylic on top of it. You can see somewhere, if you look really close under the lights, on the top layer, if that makes sense. Whoops, I almost dropped it there. But overall, it's in nice condition. And there's how big it is. And this is just going to have a $3 start. And I'm going to call it Handmade Striped Triangle. Alrighty. There we go. Pretty little fun piece. Okie doke. All right. So next up, I have this sunflower brooch, and this is made of pewter. Here's how big it is. And it is marked. Here's the back. There's the clasp for you. And you can see it's inscribed 1991 Seagull Pewter in Canada. So really pretty. Put that over. I'm going to call it Pewter Sunflower. And we're going to do $5. All right. There we go. This is in really nice condition. A lot of texture to it. The middle there. Here's the back. Thank you, Holly. You are really getting some great, beautiful pieces. All right. Congratulations. All right, guys. Well, if there is, sure, what's your question? I'll try my best to answer. Excuse me. Do you have a question about something I already ran, or? If the last brooch, see if the last brooch in Pink Child. Oh, the Lidio brooch. Okay, sure. That's this one and the child necklace and the wooden bracelet. Sure thing. Let me see. Just pulling my notes to make sure I'm telling you right. Okay, so that's this one. This is Pulcini Lido. Gets held like this. So I did some research on this one, and from my research, I'm like 99.999% sure that this is Pulcini Lido. He was he hand soldered and handmade all of his brooches. And here, there's lots of texture. This has a lot of weight to it. You can see it is oversized. Looks like that. Here's the back. Let me see. Have them both for 15. This one, I have to apologize on this one. This one, I was hoping to get a little more for. The Pink Child bracelet. See my question. Yeah, but yes, we're 15. Pink Child bracelet. Hold on one second. Let me just double check what I was putting. So 5 I put on that one. 25. Okay. 25. I could do 20, both for 20. Yeah, this and the pink necklace. Yes. I could do both for 20. Okay. Okay. So I'll put that as a bundle for you. I just hung the pink necklace on the chart. All right, so this is what we'll do. Give me 1 second and I will. I'm going to call it Lido. Oops. And pink. There we go. There it is. Whoops, the picture went. Well, we know what it means. The picture went to the side. All righty. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Congratulations and thank you. All right. And the wooden bracelet, Erin. Okay. All right, Erin. So this is the wooden bracelet. It is, I put it on as a TLC piece because it's in, the chain. You can see the chain's in really bad shape. There's cute little together. Oh, you're so welcome. So there's an elephant and a dove and an anchor and a pig, a ladybug, and a little doggy. And they were painted at one time. You can definitely tell. And the paint's gone away. And the coating over top of the paint is off. And the links are just in bad shape. So I put this on as like a TLC upcycle piece. Hopefully someone could take them apart and, be able to redo the paint, etc., and upcycle it. So, Erin, did you want me to run that for you? Oh, okay. No problem, Erin, at all. Yes, absolutely. If you won or purchase more than one thing from me, you'll definitely get progressive shipping. It'll automatically charge that for you. So it's $4 for the first piece and 15 cents for each additional piece. And if there happens to be any overages, I refund any shipping overages once I get the exact shipping. So I always charge you, exactly what your shipping is. And that's not just for the auction. So like when we're done here and you go look into my store and you've, purchased something through auction, as long as I have not printed out your label yet, it'll continue to give you that discounted shipping. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Hope I answered your question about the shipping. All right, everyone. Well, I am going to have to wrap it up for tonight. I've been on since 9 p.m. Eastern. My voice is like wearing out and I'm getting kind of tired. But thank you, everyone, so much for hanging out with me and joining in. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the pretty pieces and that you all have a really great night. Please don't hesitate if you have any questions about anything to, shoot me a message and I will, answer you to the best of my ability. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, everybody. And Jamie, thank you as well. Everybody, thanks so much. Have a fantastic night. And be sure to check out our live sellers Saturday and Sunday because everyone on here has awesome things. Have a great night.